The claws have come out and I'm here for it. Finally. This is the RHON Roundup Nairobi season episode 6. I'm so excited. Let's get into it. But first off, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Naila Bridal. As usual, it's giving very queen energy, very plus Wanga princess, very Nabongo Mumia's legacy. You know what I mean? You're welcome, my people. Thank you so much for following them. Follow them on all their social platforms. Thank you so much for supporting them because they support us and we are able to entertain you. So this episode was giving drama. It was giving entertainment. It was giving below the belt. I'm going to really speed through past everything that happened throughout the episode so that we can get to the meat, so that we can get to the sauce, so that we can get to the juice. Okay, so first of all, we start off with Lisa and Mine going for bowling, and Mine brought along her husband. And as usual, Lisa was just being bloody colonizingly annoying. Like, girl, Baka, my earrings are ready to come off just to fight you, girl. Okay? Lisa, first of all, starts off by throwing shade about, oh, I thought you didn't have a husband. I thought he was made up. Like, what the hell? As who? Girl, you're the one who has no boyfriend or lover. Hata Nairobi, even the single people wakona mtu. Wewe wako happy. Shut up your mouth. And then she has the audacity to talk about how Mini needs to go to etiquette school in front of her mates. As who? Girl, una tujaribu. Don't do us, don't try us, don't do that. Then we move on to Vera, telling her again, very lack of presence in the face in the entertainment category husband, telling him about what happened with Sonal and how she said there was champagne ilikuwa inafaa inunuliwe after the Juan bottle. But I will have to say this. Gym instructor wa Vera alikuwa analeta attention. I mean, kama ilikuwa na Fanny Konde, gym instructor, hi there. Then we move on to Susan and Dr. Catherine, Dr. C. I am so in love with Dr. C, which I think everyone else is as well, because Twitter was going crazy about Dr. C. She's just like, Dr. C gives successful. Dr. C gives seasoned. Dr. C gives, I don't give a damn because, girl, I'm rich. So why does it matter? Anyway, her and Susan go for tennis with their kids. Susan and her daughter, their outfits were outfitting, but the talent was not. But also Dr. C is also not really a tennis player. So I guess it was really the kids who were playing, which was great and cute to see. Then we see Susan trying to tell Dr. C, or rather turn Dr. C against Mine. This is why we love Dr. C, because she was like, okay, that's y'all, but me siko involved. Me, I'll experience her for myself. And that, I love that kind of energy. Don't judge people. You judge them based on your experience, because really that's all you can do. But Susan is really clinging on to that beef. I told you, I am still, even though the beef kind of ended at some point, but I am still so certain Susan is going to cling on to this beef, because what storyline does she have if it's not the beef with Mine? What's her storyline? Then we move on to Dr. C and Lisa, and they also like have a grand old time. She comes over, Lisa comes over to Dr. C's house, again giving her critique about the house and whatever, and I'm just like, bitch, you are really not the status, you're not the status quo of taste and elegance. Like, I'm so sick of hearing her opinions on this shit. Stop it, girl! Again, Lisa tries to turn Dr. C against Mine, and her, she still stands her ground. She's like, girl, me seen a beef no dame. So, anyway, Susan ends up having like a wine tasting in the middle of the week when Dr. C is also having another wine event at the end of the week. I know initially it looked a little shady, but she certainly made up for it when Dr. C was able to get her wines listed at the art cafe, whatever. As in, good looking now. That's now that I can stand behind. Women supporting women in business, but you see what I mean? Dr. C is laser focused on why she's here on the show. But then she doesn't give a damn about your drama. She doesn't care about who you like and don't like. As long as Samantha Bridal is back in your mouths and in your minds and the wine is in your glasses. Come on now. That's how you move. Hallelujah, queen. I stand. Of course, I stand. Anyway, then in the process, I guess they kind of had discussed this because in the process, Dr. C surprised Susan with a Kenyan band. I forget their name, but I'll put their name up here. She surprised them, they came over and they sang for her and celebrated her. I guess because Susan is, I don't know, she's kind of celebrating her divorce or singlehood or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not invested in that part of her storyline. I'm like, hasn't she always been divorced? Then we finally get to the meat of the event where Sonal shows up, Vera shows up, of course, she's back to status quo, showing up late. And of course, the statement that Sonal said last episode was not going to fly by like that. She was like, girl, so I heard you told Sonal that my champagne was to be bought in my party when everybody got champagne baka ya kwenda nayo home. Like, WTF? Because a little birdie told me, see what I did there? That at that party, there was so much champagne that even guys were given a few bottles to go home with. Like, a few people were given like a bottle or so to go home with. And I think the party was even sponsored by Moe. I'm not sure about that bit. However, the brand was there, the champagne was flowing. And nasikianga Vera hapendangi aibu. Kwanza za drinks. Hapendangi za aibu. They start the beef over there. Vera is just like, she's kind of pissed off. Sonal is being forced to apologize. She apologizes once, but then she kind of gets fed up of apologizing because in her mind, it's Susan's fault because Susan is the one who told her. Which in my mind, same. But then Susan is like, no, it's because the MC said and I didn't want to bother you with all that info. So I'm like, isn't the beef then really with the MC or whoever told the MC to announce that shit in the party? I've realized Vera Nimsewaku, she has to show kama umemkasirisha, like huwezi apologize immediately na ishe, because in her mind you've not suffered enough for your crimes of upsetting her, which eventually moves us on to Dr. C's event. Starts off, people show up, Mine shows up earliest, which now maybe the showing up late was a stunt, who knows. Anyway, everybody comes through, and this is because we've not seen Mine. We didn't see Mine in Susan's wine tasting, of course, because she was still holding on to her beef. But anyway, Mine is here. Everybody else comes through. They have dinner and all that good stuff. Susan makes, in my opinion, Susan makes a fake apology because there's nothing that drove her to be like, okay, maybe I kind of see you in a different light now. Like, there was nothing that switched because it went from her not being invited to the wine tasting to, oh, now I see you in a different light. Let's start a clean slate. I think it's because the producers were like, history imeanza kubao, we'll circle back. You know what I mean? And I guarantee it. I told you guys, Susan is going to cling on to the Mine beef because she has nothing else going on for her. I'm not even shading. I like you, girl, Susan, but I'm just calling it like I sees it. Then Vera eventually shows up, of course, in the dark. But by this time, the party is kind of almost over. So the girls go and sit somewhere, wanaota moto hapo nini nini, like a beautiful spot just so that they can talk, all of them. Watch a drama ianze. The juice and the meat of the sauce of the, okay, the beef, bourguignon. So the girls are just talking casually. Then Vera is like, by the way, I'm still not happy with what you said and how you said it. Like, girl, you wasn't even like sorry like that. Like, what the fuck, how? Watch us. Sonal is like, me, don't talk to me about Vera, said Draka. What? Bitch, the girls is fucking. Vera is like, this bitch, you is a bitch. Sonal is like, a boss bitch. Vera is like, a bitch is still a bitch. In fact, a bitch is a punda. Nani unaita punda? Wewe ni punda. Mimi si punda, when you punda. Girl, it was a lot. Okay? Then Vera decides, okay, the gloves have come off. Are we going to still be talking about how you're a bitch? Nigga, that's why you're single. That's why you're a baby mama. That's why you got pills. You're doing the most, Vera. You're not even on Wikipedia, girl. We could go on forever. But it's not the flex that you think that it is, girl. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but Sonal kind of started it with her. You should watch my YouTube channel. I was like, are you plugging your YouTube channel? But I can't shade. She's a fellow YouTuber, even me. Watch my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Press that notification button. Thanks. And while you're at it, go over to Sanaya Wasani for other actors and actresses in there. Okay? Support us. Thank you. And support Sonal while you're there too. But for me, it was so exciting because the Vera Sidika of Nairobi Diary said, I have entered the chat group. I told you guys, I am so sad that Vera is pregnant in this damn show. Vera without no baby in her belly is fighting somebody. Ugh. This earring knows. I think it knows what type of energy we are on. It's like, Nisha Talker. Say less, girl. Nisha Talker. Let's fight. And the girls was really fighting. I loved this episode. Finally, there was some action. It was exciting. It was exhilarating. But I want to predict something. This episode is this fight between Sonal and Vera is going to last for 2 more episodes, 7 and 8. It's going to escalate in 7 and get resolved in 8, but there'll be a twist at the end of that episode because now we need something for the finale. We need something for the finale. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification buttons, like, because we need it. It really helps out the channel. It helps the people know you're out there. Okay, please support all the channels I've mentioned in this episode. Follow me on everything. I am the Plus Wanga Princess, aka Saram Kabana. Find me everywhere on the internet, and I will see you next time.